By now you've probably gathered that option trading is a fast-paced affair to say the least. So you might be wondering, how does the market keep track of all the contracts whizzing around? Well, it's all tracked using a handy metric called open interest. What's that, you ask? Open interest represents the number of contracts that exist for an option as of the close of the previous trading day. It's measured using trade data for each contract. Whenever an option trade is placed, it's flagged as an opening trade or a closing trade. If both the buy and sell of an option contract are flagged as opening trades, then the open interest for that option increases. If both the buy and sell of an option contract are flagged as closing trades, then the open interest for that option decreases. Lastly, if the buy and sell of an option contract are flagged differently, then the open interest for that option remains unchanged. From one day to the next, an option's open interest will rise if there are more opening trades than closing trades, and it will fall if there are more closing trades than opening trades. And if the number of opening trades is equal to the number of closing trades, the open interest will remain the same. Let's see how open interest works with an example. Two option traders, Jack and Sarah, start their day with nothing in their accounts. Jack buys one call on Company 1. The strike price is $35 with an expiration date that's 1 month from now. But what did Jack put in the action field? You guessed it, buy to open. Jack is increasing his long position in the option with this transaction, so it's an opening trade. Now let's say Sarah sells the call to Jack, and she selects sell to open on her trade ticket because only she is increasing her short position. At the start of the day, the option had an open interest of 0, but after the trade, the open interest is 1. The open interest increased because both Jack and Sarah made an opening transaction. If you're thinking that the open interest should be 2, think about how many contracts were traded between Jack and Sarah. Just 1. Now let's say Sarah decides she doesn't want to be short the call anymore. Just before the market closes, she places an order to buy one call with an action of buy to close on her trade ticket. A new trader named Derek sells the call to her. Derek's trade is considered a sell to open transaction since he didn't have a position in this option before. What does this mean for the option's open interest? Remember, when the number of opening trades is the same as the number of closing trades, the open interest remains unchanged. So, let's do a little math to sort out the situation. Jack bought one contract, Sarah owns none, and Derek sold one contract. As you can see, there's still one bought and one sold contract in existence. Therefore, the open interest is still 1. A common misconception is that open interest is to option trading what volume is to stock trading, but that's not the case. Volume is used in option trading too. In our example, Jack and Sarah traded one contract, and Sarah and Derek traded one contract. So, the volume of contracts traded is 2, while the open interest is 1. Open interest and volume can be important pieces of information for option traders. They can help gauge how easy it might be to find a buyer or seller for an option at a fair price. Confusion between open interest and volume isn't the only misconception when it comes to trading options. We got many more on tap for you in our next lesson.